On this day in Tudor history, the 7th of October 1589, the bells tolled at Deptford for William Hawkins, merchant, sea captain, 3 times Mayor of Plymouth, and the quieter elder of the famous Hawkins brothers. He was buried at St Nicholas's Church, and though his monument no longer survives, his fingerprints are all over the rise of Elizabethan sea power. I'm historian and author Claire Ridgway, and let me tell you about the man who helped turn Plymouth into a launchpad for empire. William Hawkins was born in circa 1519, the elder son of another William Hawkins who was a merchant and MP, and his wife Joan Trelawney. He likely learnt the trade at sea on his father's Brazil voyages. By the 1550s, he was a Plymouth shipowner in partnership with his younger brother John Hawkins. During the Anglo-French War of 1557 to 1558, the brothers made hard-hitting privateering forays in the Western Channel, profitable enough to land William in the Admiralty Court now and then over disputed prizes. In 1558, Parliament fixed Hawkins Quay as Plymouth's legal landing place for goods, and he was Mayor of Plymouth 3 times, 1567 to 8, 1578 to 9, and 1587 to 8. He seized Spanish treasure in transit for the Duke of Alba, and when news of the San Juan de Ulúa disaster reached England in early 1569, brought by Francis Drake in William's own ship the Judith, Hawkins fired off furious letters to Cecil and the Council, demanding reprisals or sequestration of Spanish bullion. He invested in infrastructure as well as ships. In 1570, he paid for a new water conduit to feed Plymouth. In 1573, he and John provided a weighhouse and grain transport for the town mills. And in 1579, he secured a patent giving Plymouth authority over St Nicholas, later Drake, Island. At sea, he balanced commerce, war and politics. In the 1560s, he masterminded further privateering in the Channel, often with commissions from foreign Protestants, holding a Huguenot commission in 1569 and mustering 8 ships to aid La Rochelle. After Spain annexed Portugal in 1580, Hawkins led an expedition of 7 ships in 1582 to 3 via the Cape Verde Islands to the Caribbean, visiting Margarita and Puerto Rico, and returning with a rich cargo of hides, sugar, pearls and treasure. 2 years later, he put £1,000 into Drake's planned Moluccas expedition. While William's centre of gravity was Plymouth, he bankrolled parts of his brother John's voyages to West Africa and the Caribbean in the 1560s, voyages sadly tied to the transatlantic slave trade. When the Spanish Armada loomed in 1588, Hawkins helped marshal Plymouth's contribution, 7 ships, to face the invasion. A year later, on the 7th of October 1589, he died, probably at John's house at Deptford, and he was laid to rest at St Nicholas's there. John erected a monument to his brother that's since been lost. At home, William married twice. First to a wife whose name is unfortunately unrecorded. They had a son, also William, and 3 daughters. And then to Mary Hulls of Efford, with whom he had 4 sons and 3 daughters. Mary later married Sir Warwick Heel. So what's William Hawkins' legacy? Well, not the flamboyance of Drake or the court polish of John, but the steady, practical power behind them. The quay-master, the quartermaster, the mayor who built conduits and weighed grain, the shipowner who could turn Protestant commissions into prizes and help furnish Plymouth squadrons when England needed them most. If you enjoyed this on this day, please do like and subscribe for daily Tudor history. And do let me know if you'd heard of William Hawkins before today. I'll see you very soon. Bye bye.